Hello everybody, welcome back to video, and today we're going to be discussing the election results. So, Donald Trump won with 312 electoral votes and 74,680,283 votes. His Democrat challenger, Kamala Harris, got 226 electoral votes and 70,971,695 votes. So, yes, this is how it all wound up going. And you might be wondering, well, what are the swing states? Swing states were Wisconsin, Michigan, Pennsylvania, North Carolina, Georgia, Arizona, and Nevada. So, yes, Trump won every swing state, but honestly, I think that the best tactic is to look at some of the statewide maps. So let's start with California. So as you can see, this is actually a kind of very red state. It's just that essentially speaking, all of the blue counties, I mean, for example, San Francisco, Los Angeles, that's where all the people are in California. All the blue counties, that's where California's residents are. But there's definitely a shift to the right because, for example, I believe all of this here, I believe all of that went for Biden in 2020. So, honestly, maybe a few more years, a few more cycles, California could be in play. Speaking of states that could be in play, let's talk about one of the apparent new swing states for next time, New Jersey. According to Politico, New Jersey is supposed to become a swing state next time. And it was actually really close. Look at it. It was not even 200,000 votes. So, honestly, if the nominee for 28, the Republican nominee for 28, which I think at this point is probably going to be Vice President-elect J.D. Vance. I think if he can play his cards right, he could flip New Jersey red. Let's look at New York quickly. Look at that. It's actually a very red state for the most part. You do have a few blue patches, but it's more, in terms of, its counties, it is more red than blue. It's just, again, populations, these are the most populated counties, New York, New York, for instance. But you get the point, right? Very red state. It's just its most populated areas are the blue ones. So honestly, depending on how the next few years go, New York could be a swing state. Now, I had two states I predicted would flip red, and I wish I had done a prediction video. I'd predicted that Minnesota would flip red. I actually have not looked at the state map of Minnesota, but wow, this is the state where Harris's VP is from. You'd think that this would be a guaranteed home run wipeout. but it's actually really close. I thought Minnesota would flip. And I thought Virginia would flip. And Republicans have made strong gains in Virginia, particularly with the 2021, I believe it was, election of Glenn Youngkin as governor of the state. And, I mean, as you can see, very close. Obviously, New England went for Harris. Let's see, Illinois. So, Illinois is, wow, that's a lot of red for Illinois. But, I mean, Illinois is one of those states that it's a mainly red state, but a lot of the population lives in these blue areas. So, Cook County effectively is, where a lot of the population is. And so that decides a lot. But I do think that this map is interesting, and it showcases a shift to the right in terms of the country. Now let's look at the other maps, the Senate. Now I believe that David McCormick I believe he has already been declared the winner of his race. I'm not sure if that's the case, but that's what I've heard. And so I believe that should be called any day now. So that would be a 53 Republican majority in the Senate and in the House. Yeah, so, I mean, currently, some races are still being called. But, I mean, it's, very close. But currently there's an easier path for Republicans to get the House than the Democrats, because Republicans just need to get 2 more seats. Democrats would have to get 9 to get a majority. So, what do I think happens now? I think the best move, I think the Democrats are going to move to the center. That's one of 3 options that I see, right? One option is they move to the center. Again, I think this could happen, but at the same time, a large portion of the Democrat base moving to the center would alienate a lot of them. So it's either that or they move further to the left, which honestly, if they keep doing that, would probably result in a Republican 50-state sweep at some point. Or potentially it could wind up splitting the Democrats in 2, with a more centrist party and a more far left party. So, what do I think happens now? It's one of those options. I think most likely they're going to move to the center. But I want to emphasize this. So, I obviously I've talked about this in a few videos. I obviously went for Trump this time. But for anyone watching this video that might have voted for Harris, I just want to say, look, you're going to be okay. Trump is not going to declare himself God Emperor. Okay? Because I'm seeing people freak out about that. He is not. Calm down. The world is already getting more peaceful, and the dude just won the election. Okay? So calm down. Everything's going to be okay. And that is it for this video. If you guys liked this video, make sure to check out some more. And also go ahead and subscribe while you are at it. Anyway, I'll see you in the next one. Or if you want to, check out my videos on the new campaign trail, which I went through a bunch of this year. But either way, that's it for this video. Like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.